It is not going to be easy in the start. You will have to get accustomed to it. It is rigorous. Your sleep schedules will go for a toll, but you will learn discipline the best way possible. There is no pre-talent needed for IB curriculum. Most of all, I was not very confident, but I think the CAS activities, that creativity, activity, and service, is what helped me open up. I'm more confident in my work, in my speech.
Hi, welcome to Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we are Miss Arundhati, who studied at the Knowledgeum Academy, which is in Jayanagar, Bangalore. It's an IB curriculum school, and we have earlier spoken to the principal or the educators from the school and also some parents whose kids are studied there. But today, we are going to speak to someone who finished their education at Knowledgeum Academy, and let's try to understand more about the school from her lens. Thank you so much, Arundhati, for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me here.
Well, to begin with, why Knowledgeum? What was your first impression of the school when you visited the campus for the first time, and why did you choose Knowledgeum Academy?
Well, I wanted to have a continue my higher studies abroad, for which I thought an IB curriculum would be best for me. And Knowledgeum Academy was a part of Jain institution, so I thought the I'll be accustomed to the environment anyway because I was in Jain Heritage School earlier on till 10th grade. So when I joined Knowledgeum, I was terrified because it was just after COVID, so the not just because of a change of environment, because it was a change of curriculum and elsewise. But I miss it a lot, so it must have been amazing. So the academics for the first year was least of my problems. Most of all, I was not very confident. But I think the CAS activities, that creativity, activity, and service, is what helped me open up. I'm more confident in my work, in my speech, and elsewhere also. So the second year is when I felt the rigor properly. It was the first week of the second year when I felt the rigor of assignments, due dates. My sleep schedules was messed up, but at least I learned the discipline the best way possible. So both these years, I am sure I've had an extremely amazing personality development, which I'll cherish forever.
And Arundhati, it's a general perception that IB curriculum is so vast to cover, and it is not everybody's cup of tea to be able to cope up with the kind of that it puts you in. So, is that the case from your experience? Would you suggest somebody with not so great learning abilities to take up IB curriculum?
IB curriculum, it's more, you'll get used to it in a while. Nobody is good at it at the start. Good at like even without learning capabilities, the subjects you choose, you have a choice to make every step in the IB curriculum. And you can choose the steps you are looking forward to take up and better yourself. So you have, because there is a choice to make, I think everybody can get accustomed to it. There is no pre-talent needed for IB curriculum.
And here at Knowledgeum, because this is where you actually choose a subject and set a direction for the way forward. So, was there any support from the school in making you choose the right subjects that interests you, or was it your decision and your parents' opinion that you have considered and taken these
Of
subjects?
course, first I choose my subjects based on what I wanted to do further. But the school also gave us a cushion period of about 1 week or two where we try different subjects because the IB curriculum subjects is not the same as what we've learned before. So we get time to see if the subject and the way they teach it, we can handle it or not. And it is going to be tough, not going to lie, it is rigorous. But those 2 weeks, you can understand, oh, what subjects are good for me, what subjects will truly develop me for the career I want. So, yes.
Got it. And see, syllabus is very important, no questions and no second thoughts
Yes.
about it. But what's equally important is the teachers who actually deliver it. So here at
Yeah.
Knowledgeum, what is your thought on the quality of teaching or the kind of support that you got from teachers in your academic excellence?
So, yes, teaching is very much important, but it's important for the students to study themselves also. But the teachers should push the students to do that. And I think at Knowledgeum, the teachers were amazing in their delivery, but they also made us study on our own too. Like, know our strengths and weakness and then come to them. for our doubts. So it was an equal share of self study and teaching, and I think that worked the best for all of us.
And how's the evaluation process like? How, is it too different from the other syllabus, or can you tell more about your experience there?
Of course, it's different. It's not a percentage wise evaluation, it's a grade boundary wise evaluation, which again depends on how other students around the world have performed in that particular subjects and that particular subject. So, well, it is different, but I would say because the syllabus is different and the way we write the exam itself is so much different, I don't think we can compare it to any other curriculum. It's just different.
For a normal student who's studying in that and parents are not fully aware of what IB, what do you think they should be prepared for when they're taking up IB as a curriculum?
Well, if they are taking IB as a curriculum, I would say the student should know themselves the best. And I think only then can the child have the best experience in IB. I didn't truly know my talents. So it took a while to understand myself, what I'm good at. But if this child already knows what he or she is good at, I think he can use the resources IP provides to the most effective and efficient way possible. So I think that's the best a child could have.
And we've also heard a lot about this profile building for admissions in foreign universities. So, is there a role that school plays or the Knowledgeum Academy played in your case in that profile building? And what are your thoughts on the options available after plus two if IB curriculum is taken?
So about profile building, as I said, profile building is like it's unique for everyone based on what how the child is. So that's why I said the child has to know himself or herself better. So the profile building will be dependent on that. So when it's unique for each child, it's developed in a way that it suits your career, and it's also attractive to universities. It both the scenarios are taken consideration of. And further, after plus two, you can continue in India too and also go abroad to good universities. And IB, I'm sure that is an advantage and is considered during college placements. I think you can even transfer credits from IB. So it's a great curriculum to be in.
Got it. And can you give just an overview of the kind of subject options that you get to choose at Knowledgeum?
There are five groups in IB. One of it is mathematics, and there is a higher level and a standard level. By the name, you would understand that the standard level won't have as depth of knowledge as the higher level, but of course you can choose. Both of them will give you deeper knowledge of the subject. And there is arts, and there is language acquisition, language A, and individuals and societies, then experimental sciences. So in each group you get to choose a subject which suits you.
You spoke a lot about academics, but I'm sure there is some role for extracurricular activities or co-curricular activities also in the school. So, what's your experience with the co-curricular activities at the school?
In IB, co-curricular activities are not really extracurricular activities. They're a part of curriculum itself. In each subject, you'll have so many extracurricular activities. And of course, many of your hobbies will turn into your talents. I'm sure of it because I joined IB as dance is my hobby. I love doing it. But by the end of it, I got so much engaged in it. Even with the rigorous academics, I got so much engaged in my hobby. It became my talent. And again, part of my profile building. So everything is connected, nothing is extra, everything is a part of it.
And finally, for all the youngsters to understand, is it fun to be a part of IB curriculum, or would you not recommend it for everyone?
It is not going to be easy in the start. You will have to get accustomed to it. It is rigorous. Your sleep schedules will go for a toll, but you will learn discipline the best way possible, as I said earlier. And even if it is rigorous, you'll find company who's also going through the same rigor. So there is accompaniment you will enjoy, and by the end of it, you will miss it. I'm sure of it.
That's fantastic to know that. And thank you so much for your time. A lot of insights and insights
Yes.
that you have given will certainly be of some help for other parents and also kids who are taking up IB as a curriculum. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.